Bitch, I think I'm cute. It's so casual. I think I'm magical. I'm black and I'm beautiful.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Chocolate Geisha, back for another video, so thank you for tuning in. First of all, I want to apologize. I've been quite busy, but I do appreciate you guys tuning in and all of your positive, warm comments and questions. I'm working on getting to them, so thank you so much for just participating and being a part of my channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Yes, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers. Okay. I'm just excited. Anyways, alright. This video, okay, I'm sure you guys have already noticed the big change in my hair. For once in my life, I've decided to wear my natural hair. You know I look like female Tarzan, but that's okay. I haven't worn my hair out in a while, so my twist out looks kind of like loopy because my hair is just like, what? We're not in a wig. What is this? Yes, so now you guys know I'm not bald under my wig. As I'm sure you guys can tell by now, my channel is about Japan, and I don't really want to steer away from what I originally intended, but surprisingly, my hair has become a big topic of discussion. All of these different kinds of hair comments have left me thinking I should make a video about black hair in Japan. So that is what I'm going to do today. So first things first, a little bit about me. I am natural. I don't use any heat. I don't use any chemicals. And I've been this way for about 10 years now. Next year is my 10-year anniversary, so yay me, yay me, yay me. So most of the time, if my hair doesn't look like this, because this is like no dye, no cutting, no heat. If you guys see my hair any other way, no, it's a wig. It's a wig. I wear wigs, and wig companies, please slide up in my DMs and let me know if you're trying to sponsor your homegirl, okay? But anyway, I love changing my hairstyle up. I like wearing short, I like wearing long, I like wearing blonde, I like wearing black, I like wearing red occasionally. But I love my hair so much, I don't want to damage it by all of that treatment. So I'd rather just wear a wig. And it's really that simple. It's not because I want to be white. It's not because I hate my hair, because obviously I love this shit. Like, I actually live for this shit. Like, you see how healthy my hair is? This shit is intentional, okay? I care about my hair. I care about my hair. And that's why I don't wear it out very much, because I love changing my hair and I don't want to compromise the health of my hair for the sake of a style. Like I mentioned before, today's topic is about black hair. What do I mean by black hair? I mean Afro textured hair. Based on the hair type chart, which I'll include a picture here, hair types that constitute as 3 and 4. 3 being like tend to be mixed with black, and 4 being like full-blooded black. I am so sorry if you are not black and you don't have our hair texture. Just wait till the next video, or watch this video if you're interested in learning more. But sorry, this video is not really about you today. Sorry. Next, we're going to talk about first impressions, okay? First impressions. When I first came to Japan and I saw a black person, what was their hair like? There isn't one given style that everyone wears, okay? I've seen people with dreads. Dreads is very popular here. I've seen people with natural hair. I've seen people with relaxed hair, and I've seen people who have totally shaven it off and are doing that whole like shaved look. I don't want to seem like I'm being rude, but some of the hair that I see here seems kind of unkempt. With the exception of a few people, of course. It seems like, to me at least, that people here don't wear their hair in like really stylish styles. I mean, I'm guilty as well. As I've mentioned in previous videos, when I go to my school, I wear my natural hair, but I wear it in a style that is very low maintenance that I can wear for the whole week. Another thing I've noticed with like the first impressions is no one really wears turbans or hair wraps. like at all, which is very weird because in the States, people wrap their hair up all the time, and I used to do the same. Like I used to wrap my hair up, but people here don't really do that. So yeah. Next is the Japanese perspective. The Japanese perspective, from the time that I've been here to now, what I've heard from Japanese people and the experiences I've had with Japanese people based on my hair. Most people assume that your hair is real. A lot of people assume that your hair is not extensions, and even if you're wearing a wig or a weave or some kind of extension, people will assume that that's your real hair. A lot of people are very naive when it comes to your hair. Like, I'll change my style up a ton. Like I mentioned before, I change my style up all the time. I change my style from short to long to curly to straight, and if I go to the komini, they'll be like, oh, you cut your hair, oh, you straightened your hair. And I'll be like, it's a wig. But they're not dumb. And when I say they're not dumb, I mean the first day of school, I went to school with a fake ponytail, right? Like you just put your hair in a bun, right? You put your hair in a bun and you just attach the ponytail on. And it's like this big fluffy ponytail. I love that ponytail. It's really stylish. But I wore it to school this one day and one of the kids was like, that's a wig. That's a wig.
That's a wig.
I am shooketh.
And I was so shook. I was like, oh. I was like, no. He's like, show me. And I was like, I lifted like my hair and I was like, look. And he was like, that's a wig, I knew it. He knows. They are naive, but they're not stupid. My hair has been touched, but it's only been touched twice. And let me explain. The first time was by my principal. I was wearing that same fake ponytail and walking, and she just reaches into my ponytail and feels it. And I'm just like,
around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
why? But I mean, she's like low-key my boss, so I'm just like, she's such a weird look. Oh God. Don't touch my hair. The second time I was at a club, I was wearing an afro wig, like a really cute afro wig, and this girl had really long hair and she used a chopstick and put her hair in a bun with the chopstick, and she was like, let me show you. And I was like,
Done.
I was like, no, but she was going in for the kill and she grabbed the end of my wig and I was like, holy shit. But then they called me on stage and I was like, whew, dodged a bullet. If you've got hair that's not naturally straight, people assume that you have a perm as well. Like people didn't quite understand that my hair grows out of my scalp this way. Like this is my natural texture. Because people in Japan, some people do have this texture of hair, but it's a perm. And a lot of them may think that you have a perm. That's it for the Japanese perspective. Now for maintenance tips. First is to be self-sufficient. Be self-sufficient, meaning your styling. If someone is consistently doing your hair in the West and you want to come to Japan, try your best to wean off of them. Wean off of their dependency so you can do your hair yourself. Like now, I'm 100% independent. Like I do everything by myself. I wash my hair, I cut my hair, I do everything by myself. And that's the best way to be because there aren't a lot of resources here. So it's better to be able to be self-sufficient and to be able to get along on your own. Next is to adjust to the climate. Japan has intense weather. The summers are hot and humid. I wore this twist out in the summer. It would be an afro by now. It's really humid, and in the winters it's dry and windy most of the time. So just be aware of the weather and adjust accordingly. Next is to stock up on products. If you are a product junkie, you will struggle here, but if you have those key products you can get and bring with you, you'll be so good. I am still using products that I brought from the States. They have hair products here, of course, but those hair products are meant more so for people with silkier textures. So if you have a kinky, curly texture of hair, it is better that you bring your own products, and less is more. If you can find a few key products that work really good for you, Just stick with those and you'll be fine, I promise. Next tip is to relax. Relax. And what I mean by relax is that here in Japan, people are not as strict with hair. They're more strict with dyeing hair than they are with actual styling. So if you have dreads, or if you have box braids, or if you have even a twist out, like a curly Afro textured style, people aren't going to tell you, no, you can't wear that. You know, in the States, people tend to discriminate with more Afrocentric styles than they do with other styles, but you're totally okay here. So relax and feel free to experiment. Like, I'm thinking of doing mini twists or maybe box braids or some kind of style on my hair. I don't know yet, but I've got that freedom here, and you do as well. If you're coming with 3 or 4 type hair, you've got the freedom to explore and express yourself freely. So take advantage of that when you're here. But that is it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video, then like it. And if you want to see more, then hit subscribe and become part of the YouTube fam. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The truth. Kobe Luke got the juice. My baby got a gun. Cause where I'm from,